Welcome to class, everyone. We shall be looking at some questions from past questions, Jamb English past question. Okay, we shall be looking at questions from 2011, 1 to 10. 2011, 1 to 10. Number one, please, before you attempt any question, make sure you read your instructions. Make sure you read the instructions before you attempt any question. Okay, don't assume you know what the answer should be. Make sure you read the instructions before attempting the questions. All right. Question 1, instruction says choose from 1 to 10. The instruction is choose the option nearest in meaning to the underlying word or words. Choose the option nearest in meaning to the underlying word or words. Now, since its inception in 1983, the newspaper has attracted thousands of readers. A. Renaissance. B. Coming. C. Commencement. D. Publication. Now, the answer to these is C. The answer to these is C. You want to know why? Now, it is because, okay? Now, the reason is because when you talk about inception simply means commencement or the starting point of something. The commencement or the starting point of something. That is what inception means. Question 2. Mrs. Asio wanted her sister to stop being so detached. Mrs. Asio wanted her sister to stop being so detached. A. You have friendly. B. Careless. C. Indifferent. And D. Passionate. Now the answer is C. The answer is C, indifferent. Now the reason is this. To be detached is to be separated from. Okay, not connected with. Okay, while to be indifferent is to be separated from, not to associate yourself with, not to be friendly with. Okay, so the answer is indifferent. Indifferent. Okay. Question 3. Lantana dwelt in a ruined cottage on the hillside. A. Sat. B. Walked. C. Slept. D. Lived. The underlined word is dwelt, and the answer is, okay, let's analyze it. Now, to dwell means to live in or to be at a specified place. Okay, to live in or to be at a specified place. Okay, question 4. The mistake brought the show to an ignominious end. A. A good. B. A palatable. C. A disgraceful. D. A satisfactory. When something is ignominious, it simply means that thing is deserving or is causing public disgrace or shame. Okay, thing is not deserving or causing public disgrace or shame. When something is not deserving or is causing a public disgrace or shame, it is referred to as ignominious. So the answer to number 4 is C, a disgraceful end. Okay? Now, question 5. He compliments me on way of doing things. He compliments me on way of doing things. A. Compliments. B. Imitates. C. Disgusts. D. Praises. Now, compliments with I, with the spelling of I, means a polite expression of praise or admiration. Okay? Now, the answer to number 5 is D. The answer to number 5 is D. Praises. He praises me on way of doing things. Okay, question 6. Question 6. The girl is angry with her friend who had ensnared her into this relationship. A. Tricked. B. Encouraged. C. Forced. D. Enslaved. Now, ensnared simply means to trap or to gain power over someone by a dishonest or an underhand means. Okay? Now, the answer to number 6 is tricked. 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 That's A. Tricked. Okay, question 7. Their new house was roofed with corrugated sheets. Their new house was roofed with corrugated sheets. A. Folded. B. Iron. C. Aluminium. D. Corrupted. Now the answer to number 7 is A. Folded. Now, corrugated simply means of a material or surface that is shaped into a series of parallel ridges and grooves so as to give added rigidity and strength. Okay, that's folded. Another word for corrugated is to fold or folded. Okay, so the answer to number 7 is A. Okay, now question 8. The stockbroker said it was an astute move to sell the shares then. A bad. B, a shrewd. C, an unprofitable. D, an insincere. An astute move. Now, when you use the word astute, what does it say? What does it mean? Astute simply means having or showing an ability to accurately assess situations or people and turn these to one's advantage. Okay? To turn this to one's advantage. So the stockbroker said it was an astute move to sell the shares then. A bad, B, a shrewd, C, an unprofitable, D, an insincere. The answer is B, a shrewd. Shrewd. Now, when you say a shrewd simply means having or showing sharp powers of judgment. Having or showing sharp powers of judgment. Okay, don't forget I said astute means having or showing an ability to accurately assess situations or people and turn these to one's advantage. Okay, so shrewd simply means having or showing sharp powers of judgment. Okay, so it is synonymous with astute. Question 9. The principal described Oche as the most tactful person he had ever worked with. The principal described Oche as the most tactful person he had ever worked with. A. Passionate. B. Discreet. C. Hardworking. D. Innovative. Okay. A. Passionate. B. Discreet. C. Hardworking. D. Innovative. Now the answer to number 9 is B. Discreet. Now this is the reason. Now to be tactful simply means having or showing skill and sensitivity in dealing with others or with difficult issues. Okay, while to be discreet also means to be careful and prudent in one's speech or actions, especially in order to keep something confidential or to avoid embarrassment. Okay, so the answer to number 9 is B. Discreet. Number 10. The old woman is suffering from dementia. The old woman is suffering from dementia. A. Lucidity. B. Senility. C. Insanity. D. Sagacity. The old woman is suffering from dementia. A. Lucidity. B. Senility. C. Insanity. D. Sagacity. Now the answer to number 10 is C. Okay, the answer to number 10 is C. That's insanity. You want to know why? Now, dementia simply means a chronic or persistent disorder of the mental process caused by brain disease or injury and marked by memory disorders, personality changes, and impaired reasoning. Okay?